Well, it's about 7-ish o'clock p.m. Sun's down, nice and cool out. I'm going to put in some squashes, winter squashes. I don't know if I'll get all these in tonight. I need some other stuff, and I don't have them planted seed-wise. The seeds are in the house now. I may go in and grab some. I ain't sure yet, but first things first. Put a fence up around the garden today, this morning. I used the Premier One. Chicken netting actually looks nice. Looks pretty good. I think so anyways. Then I'll put another wire above it to get it roughly 5 foot tall. Hopefully it helps keep the deer out, but we'll see. So I put a cattle panel trellis up this morning, which that's in a different video. You can watch it. I'll put a link to it below if you didn't see it already. If you did, you're amazing. These here, I got these seeds for these from Sean and Beth Doherty. These are the first things I'm going to plant. If you don't know who they are, you can look them up. It is dry here. Out of the 4 I got, only 2 came up, which that's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. Put all the squashes on this side. I'm gonna plant dill on the other side. I'm gonna plant the dill from seed though. They claim it helps keep the cucumber beetles away, vine borers. We have both here. I'm not sure which one's worse. Probably the vine borers might be worse. But that's because our soil's not the best in the world. Our soil here is pretty bad actually. I'm working on it, have been for the last couple of years, but it's not the best. These here are blue Hubbards. These get huge. I planted a few of those not last year. It's been a few years since I've planted any blue Hubbards, but the flavor of them are delicious. At least I think they are. Hopefully they vine good on these cattle panels. The roots look pretty decent on these. Pretty nice roots. And the soil isn't extremely dry, just the top of it. I'll get a watering can, water these. I don't have any water down this far. Water all these with a bucket. And all these are winter squashes. I'll put some zucchini out, but I ain't sure where I'm gonna put that yet. Got one more of them to put down. Let me put you here. I don't want to have to re-level you. It's a little bit harder here than I expected it to be. That's alright though, it'll still go in. The roots on them look pretty good too. And now I have Seminole pumpkins. That's what I thought I had. And I'll probably put 4 of them in. And then that'll be all I'll put in here for now till I get some cucumbers and watermelons put in here yet. And that's gonna be all that's in this row then. The cucumbers and watermelons. And I don't have any of them ready to start yet, which I thought I did, but I looked and I don't have, so. But that's fine, they'll still be good. Hopefully I'll still have time to get the watermelons. So that'll be all of them for now. I'm gonna go get the sweet potato vines and put them in, get my tape measure. They go in the bed down below here. I'll get them in yet this evening, and then in the morning I'll plant some seeds. Now I won't plant the seeds in here, I'll plant them in the greenhouse, but the reason I do that way I know exactly what I got before I put them in the ground. To me, it's easier that way to know what you have as far as the squashes and cucumbers goes, and watermelons and that kind of thing. All right, I got sweet potato slips, and they're just weeds basically. So basically, what you want to do with these, and these will die back somewhat. They'll look pretty pathetic in a day or two. But you'll stick those in roughly about to there. Roughly that deep, probably 3 inches, 2.5, 3 inches. Then I'm just going to wiggle a hole in. Just about like so. We're gonna call that good. That's 6 inches. So the next one will be 2 feet because we're gonna do these every 18 inches across this bed. Then 3'6" and so on and so forth. Alrighty, so I got all these planted as you saw. Now I'm going to go through and water them fairly decently. I'm not going to give them a good drinking. It's pretty dry, and I want to conserve as much water as I possibly can. So I'm just going to go through and water them fairly well. I'll do the same thing to the squashes that you watch me put in, pumpkins, whatever you want to call them. And these here will all pretty much die back, and the sweet potatoes will. So, just got to water them a couple days. They're pretty drought tolerant once they take. Alright, I got everything I just put in watered in. So give you a quick recap of the day, which you didn't see all of that in this video. And some of it wasn't even videoed at all. But I'll give you a recap of what I got done today, which was never enough, but a fair bit. One thing I got done is I got my corn all in, my sweet corn. I got 8 rows of Honey Select, I believe it is. It's a yellow corn. I about half think that's what we did last year, but I ain't positive on that. I can't remember for sure that's what it was, but it was pretty good. Either way it'll be good. If we get some rain and it germinates good, we'll have good luck with it, I'm sure. I got a fair bit of compost in here, so not enough, but never have enough as far as that goes. I put a fence up around the garden. I'll use the Premier one. Poultry netting. How's it going to work out? I have no idea. But I am going to put a wire up on these. These are 7-foot T-posts I got in each corner, and I'm going to put a couple in the centers of these too, so I can, for two reasons. One, to hold the net up where it sags a little bit, and one to make sure the wire across the top doesn't sag. I ain't got that done yet. I got a charger. It should be here on Wednesday. The charger for it should be, so hopefully till then I'll have everything else done. I do need to go get a 7-foot T-post for the other corner back in that far corner. I had enough for the 3, but I didn't have enough for all of them. Got the sweet potatoes in, which you just watched me do. I got all them watered, just with the can like you just saw me put in. I put this trellis in for the cucumbers and watermelons and squashes and you watch me just put in a bunch of squash. I'm going to, and I got them watered in as well. I'm going to, tomorrow morning I'm going to plant some watermelon and cucumber seeds. I'll put those in the greenhouse. I won't bring them out here until they're germinated and looking pretty decent before I put them out here. And the only reason I do that is just to make sure I have what I want, no other reason. And then I got to put a bunch of dill in here, and I'll put dill in with seed, and I'll put it on the other side of this cattle panel. Just kind of, yeah, I'll put it on the other side of that instead of this side where the squashes and all that'll be on this side. The dill will be on this side, and that's just to deter the beetles. So, and then I mowed down here around the garden, and I put the fence up on the outside of the garden where the chickens will move in the morning. I'll put the chickens over there in the morning from where they are right now. So been a fairly busy day today, but it's a day in the life of trying to have a small farm, homestead, whatever you want to call it. I'd call it a farmstead personally, mainly because we sell stuff and make money off of it. We're not just doing it for our use, we're doing it for everybody's use. Not everybody's per se, but we're trying to make a living. Not make a living, but we're trying to sell stuff and make some money off of it. So that's where we are with these. I'm going to wrap this video up here, I believe. Tomorrow evening, after the sun goes down like this evening, I'll probably plant. I'm not real sure yet what I'll plant, but I'll get something in the ground. Tomorrow day, I'm going to work on a chicken tractor for the meat birds. And I need to get this mess cleaned up where the tomatoes goes. Hopefully I can get it cleaned up and the chicken tractor done, but I don't know if we'll get that much or not. That's a lot. But it all needs done. It all needs done. So I'm going to wrap this up. So say goodnight to the birds. Till we meet again, take care and God bless.